Hello everyone. My name is Monica Olyslagers and I'm the Global Innovation Manager and City Specialist at iRAP. Thanks so much for tuning in today. The theme for this conference is how can we make it safer for more people to cycle more often? And so I want to share with you what we do at iRAP and how it is helping to make cycling safer, with the aim that more people do cycle and more often. We are a small but global charity with a very big vision for a world free of high-risk roads. We have a road safety star rating system which can be used to predict the risk of road crashes for all road user groups. Our tools have now been used in over 100 countries and embedded in 2 of the UN road safety targets. Target 3 is that by 2030, all new roads meet a 3-star or better safety standard for road users, including bicyclists. Target 4 is that all roads which carry 75% of travel, including bicyclist flow, meets a 3-star or better standard. Star ratings are a really powerful tool, as often our roads are designed and built for only one road user group in mind, and that's large vehicles. The result, of course, is that this comes at the expense of safety for others and discourages the use of alternative modes. If roads can be star rated during the design phase, it means the safety for all road users can be assured once the road is built and upgraded, or even just during simple maintenance programs. The data we get from all of these assessments paints a very interesting but somewhat depressing picture. From a sample of nearly 400,000 kilometres of roads assessed around the world, 86% are in the highest risk categories for bicyclists. Only 0.7% meet a 5-star rating, which means that they have speeds of 20 miles an hour or less, or are adequately separated from high-speed traffic. Imagine for a moment we were in a room together and I asked you to put up your hand if you or someone in your life had suffered from a road trauma. The sad fact is that regardless of where you live in the world, nearly every hand in the room would be up. Every day, approximately 3,600 people are killed in traffic crashes around the world. Even more staggering is that nearly 100,000 people are severely injured. They include things like brain trauma, internal injuries, loss of limbs, nerve damage, things that take years to recover from, if recovery is possible. So many of the crash victims are what we commonly refer to as vulnerable road users, that is, bicyclists, pedestrians and motorcyclists, particularly in urban areas. The cost of these crashes, the personal costs, the community costs, the societal and economic loss is extreme. At iRAP, we argue that these crashes are not simply an unfortunate byproduct of a modern transport system. These crashes are entirely preventable through better road design and lower speeds. Continuing to build roads that kill and maim people is simply not acceptable. In recent years, cities across the world have been experiencing steep increases in the use of bicycles and other light mobility vehicles. There are a whole raft of reasons for this. There have been rapid changes in available technologies such as e-bikes and e-scooters. There are new industries using bicycles as their main method of logistics, such as courier companies and food delivery. There are whole new sharing economies based around micromobility. These monumental changes have been experienced from Beijing to Birmingham. In the United States, for example, the increase in shared micromobility alone more than doubled in a single year, from 35 million trips in 2017 to 84 million trips in 2018. This pandemic has only increased the scale and speed of this, and cities all over the world are rapidly trying to accommodate the large increases in bicycling. However, the sad fact is that while more people are choosing to use bicycles and light mobility, the lack of safe infrastructure is killing people. The rates of fatalities and serious injuries for these modes is on the rise, often while crash rates for other modes continue to fall. For example, serious injuries in Sweden resulting from bicycle crashes has increased by approximately 35% over the past 10 years, while serious injuries for all other crash types fell. Bicyclists are now the biggest challenge Sweden has in achieving Vision Zero. Even in the Netherlands, which has great infrastructure compared to the rest of the world, there are approximately 80,000 bicycle crashes each year, and 60% are categorised as serious. The long and short of it is this: road safety is a critical issue which needs to be addressed to ensure that bicycling and light mobility options can continue to support new and greener mobility choices. And it is why iRAP is continuing to invest in the tools to help bring about safer roads and facilities for bicyclists and light mobility. Our tools and models essentially rely on data, and for anyone who works in the space, you would be very familiar with how challenging finding reliable data for bicyclists and other light mobility modes is. Factor in the costly process of manual data collection, and you can see some of the constraints we face. Data is critical for understanding the nature of the problem and how to address it. And so to address this, we've initiated what we call iRAP. iRAP is all about harnessing the data that already exists and thus foregoing the need for manual collection. It provides the mechanisms to convert this data to use in our road safety models. The interesting thing about it is that we now have the potential to tap data sources which have not previously been easily accessible to the transport sector. Those needing data will be able to find and purchase this data from the suppliers through our new data hub. The lack of data about bicycle crashes is even more challenging. Even for the most developed road crash reporting systems, the quality of crash data for bicyclists and other users of light mobility remains poor at best. The hardest of all is data for bicycle crashes which do not involve motor vehicles. This is due to the simple fact that even when a bicyclist is severely injured, if there's no vehicle involved, only ambulance services are typically called, and so no crash report or analysis is completed by traffic police. And this lack of single bicycle crash data then permeates everything from academic research right through to road engineering designs. But hospital data shows a very different picture. A study of 12 countries consistently showed that 60 to 90% of bicycle crashes that resulted in someone being sent to hospital, and approximately 17% of fatalities didn't actually involve a direct conflict with another road user. In the UK, a study of 35,000 hospital records found that over 2/3 of hospitalisations due to a bicycle crash didn't involve a motor vehicle. To address this issue, we're in the process of developing iRAP. iRAP is an entirely new risk model specific to bicyclists and light mobility crash types. It evaluates the risk of single bicycle crashes as well as crashes with other bicyclists and light mobility users. iRAP can be used to measure the risk of any type of street or facility where there are bicyclists, be it a sidewalk, an off-road bike path, a road lane, and all without the need for crash data. It has been created on the latest research available and can be used anywhere in the world. Our pilot trials for it are underway right now, and we're anticipating its full release early next year. At iRAP, we're also strengthening and constantly improving our tools and models. So right now, we're reviewing the speed and infrastructure-related risk factors in our star rating models for pedestrians and bicyclists, and this review will be completed later this year. Star rating results can be used to develop a safer road investment plan. Investment plan looks at over 90 safety measures to basically generate a list of options to improve a road star rating. And with the support of the Road Safety Trust, we're working on enhancing these investment plans for bicyclists and pedestrians specifically. We've reviewed a wide range of documents and other materials to capture the latest thinking, innovation and best practice design for bicycles, light mobility and pedestrian. The outcome will help road authorities better make the case for investment into good design which supports bicyclist and pedestrian safety. Safety is absolutely critical to getting more people cycling more often. All of these things, our data, our tools, essentially boil down to one thing, and that is the ability to objectively measure and quantify safety. What can be measured can be monitored. It can be used to set policy targets. It can be used to decide investment. It can be used to manage assets better. It can be used to inform safer street designs. Thanks so much for tuning in today. It's been a real honour to be able to share our work with you. I hope you found it valuable. Please reach out and connect with us if you would like more information or just want to keep up to date with progress on our initiatives. Thanks very much.